On a recent trip to the Dollar Tree, I found this very unique and never seen before item, and it's a do-it-yourself easel piece. What? Like you can put these together as an easel, but of course my DIY mind was like, no, you can create something else. Let me quickly show you what it brought. So it brought a little mini tiny instruction and all the pieces that you would need, whether it's hardware or the wood pieces, to create an easel. Now, of course, this would be really fun to create, but I'm going to use it to create something else. So these are all the pieces, and we are going to start with two of the larger ones that had that nice little angled piece at the top. This is because we're creating a cute little modern style Christmas tree. So if you join the two angled pieces, you get this cute little tree form. Now I'm going to use hot glue, but I'm also deciding to try out this gel form, kind of like super glue by Gorilla. I saw this at Hobby Lobby recently and I thought, let me try it. And I liked it, but I still like how quickly hot glue kind of hardens. But I do like how the super glue really has a permanent hold. So either one would work. All right, so we joined the tree form, like the little V form at the top, and then added one more of the pieces at the bottom with hot glue and then reinforced with the gel super glue. And then I added one more of the pieces that it came with for a little wider base so that it kind of stands and not wobble on me. All right, so now I'm going to paint it white. This is going to be a little bit of a distress style look. You can paint it, of course, any color you want. So I'm going to do mine a little dry brush technique so you still see a little bit of that wood. I'm going to pair it with one of these dusting mops. You can find these at Dollar Tree in the cleaning aisle. This is what they look like, but I had two pieces left over from other projects, so I'm just going to use those to put on the bottom. I want it to look a little snowy, so I'm going to cut off two pieces that will fit vertically or horizontally at the bottom, and I'm just going to hot glue them next to each other. This is just going to make it look snowy and cozy. Of course, you can leave it bare the way it was if you want. All right, so now we're going to add some of these fairy lights. You know I love my fairy lights. Now the wood piece had these like holes at the top, which was perfect because the fairy lights have that wire finish. So I'm going to place it through the hole and then just zigzag it back and forth, making sure that it's a little snug so that it doesn't roll down on me. Once I reach the end, I'm just going to roll it on one side and hot glue it, the little battery pack, to the wood piece. All right, so now we're going to add greenery. You can add any greenery, any florals, whatever you want. I'm going to add these from Amazon, and I do have them in my Amazon store. And I'm just going to add one to each side, and then this other type of evergreen pick, one to each side as well. And just hold it until the glue hardens. Now in the center, you can add a poinsettia, flowers, whatever you want. I'm going to keep it pretty neutral for this one. I'm just going to add a simple bow using burlap ribbon. I'm going to scrunch it in the middle after I kind of like just rounded it up. Tie it in the center with jute string and then just hot glue it right there. And again, just hold until it hardens. It was still a little wobbly because the base was a little thin. So I'm going to tighten everything. So I'm going to thread some jute string through a stitching needle. And then I'm just going to tighten it around the bow onto the frame at the bottom, and that really held it. And then just added a couple of pine cones. Again, I wanted a neutral tone one, but add whatever you want. My friends, this is so cute. Can you believe this piece? You can use this for whatever other crafts you want, or for an easel, of course. But what do you think of this one? Let me know down in the comments. My friends, today's video is sponsored by Laundry Saws, and I'm so excited. If you do not know who they are, let me tell you. As many of you know, I am a mom, a wife, a content creator, and I also homeschool, so I am very busy. And if Laundry Saws can help my laundry chore become more enjoyable, I'm all for it. They carry an entire selection of high-end scents that, let me tell you, will not only make your laundry smell amazing, but your entire house. The pods are pre-packaged, that makes it so easy to use, and I love that packaging is made from recycled materials. They truly make laundry days something to look forward to by providing high-end fragrances, top-notch cleaning power, and a truly indulgent experience. Plus, they are free from parabens, phosphates, phthalates, dyes, and Prop 65 chemicals. And they are safe for all fabrics and water temperatures. And the best part, my friends, is because you are watching and you are my viewer, you get a discount today by using this code DIY Beauty on Purpose 15. You get 15% off of your purchase by scanning this QR code or going down to the description box and clicking on the link there. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to take one of the little mini trees, which I know you have seen. Now they have the green and the white one. For this craft, we're going to use a white one because it's what I have at home, friends. You can use a green one if you want. I'm going to start opening up all the bristles, but we're going to push them downwards. So we're just going to keep pushing them instead of outwards, just keep pushing them down. That top one, we're going to trim because it's a little long. We're not going to use the base, so we got rid of that. This cute little glass vase I found recently. It was in the fall section, but I think it works for Christmas. It's this beautiful green. I'm going to add some fluorophone in the center or inside and then add hot glue and insert the tree right there. Just insert it, and then I'm going to cut off all those extra bristles that you can see they're just too wide. But don't worry, we're going to use those pieces that we're cutting to insert in between the bristles because you know that these trees are a little bare. So adding these extra pieces really filled it in. Let me tell you, it made a huge difference. All right, once I had all the pieces inserted in the tree, I'm going to add red ribbon around the top of the vase, and I'm just going to make a simple bow. You can add whatever else you want, friends. I wanted to keep those very traditional Christmas colors. So once I had the bow where I wanted, I'm going to dovetail cut the ends, but leave them a little long. Again, this is just preference. You do what you want. These little frosted pigs are from Dollar Tree also, and I'm just going to start cutting each little branch into longer and shorter pieces and inserting the shorter ones towards the top and the longer ones towards the bottom. This is going to create texture, dimension, and add fullness, and I really think it worked beautifully. You can add fairy lights to this as well. Love, love, love this piece. Such a different piece, but let me know what you think down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take this piece of wood that was in my garage. My husband was cutting pieces of wood so we can burn in the fireplace, and I found this piece and I thought, why not? Let's use it. I'm going to sand it smooth because it was quite splintery and rough to the touch, and then add Mod Podge to one side, and we're going to let that fully dry. Recently, I made a video using gift boxes, and I had this one left over. So we're going to use this design to make a beautiful one. Wait until you see this. We're going to cut off all the edges from the box, but let me tell you, we're going to keep these because we are going to make a nice fun craft here at the end with them. All right, now that the Mod Podge is dry, we're going to place the design. I'm making sure that I keep the little bow part on it, but also have some of the top design. Placing parchment paper and then ironing it on. The heat is going to activate the Mod Podge and it's going to attach very nicely. Then we're going to cut off the excess cardboard from the sides, and then we are going to sand down the edges to remove even more of the excess and really smooth those edges out. I am going to now separate that excess part just like that, and then we are going to dust, making sure that all the dust is gone. You can still see all that wood, kind of like unfinished wood. You can leave it like this. I decided to paint it green because it kind of complements the design very nicely. And I'm going to do all the edges, and then we are going to make sure that it kind of overlaps towards the top. So I'm going to dry brush a little bit of the paint onto the design in the front, and this is just going to smooth everything out and kind of make it seamless to the edges. All right, so I have these golden leaves that I found recently on Amazon, and I do have them in my Amazon store. They're very light, as you can see, and they're flowing around. So we're going to add Mod Podge here and there around the edges. Now, this is not going to cover the entire edge. It's going to look like it's covering it, but it's not, I promise. We're going to add kind of like dry brushing some of that Mod Podge onto the edges, and we're going to add some of those leaves. Again, just do it. It's going to look messy, wild, and crazy, but trust the process. All right, so we're going to keep adding them. Once I have the entire edge covered, then I'm going to press it down, and then with a dry, clean brush, I'm going to brush off all the excess little flakes. And this is going to remove all the excess and only leave the ones that are stuck on the Mod Podge. It works so good. It's a little messy, but it works really, really good. So once I had it where I wanted, then I'm just going to add some red to it. Now, you don't have to add the red. This is optional. But again, I wanted to keep that nice Christmas colors. I'm going to take this ribbon from Amazon. I'm just going to make a simple bow and then just keep tugging and pulling until I have the size that I want. Once I have it fluffed, I'm going to hot glue it on there to the bottom, just like that. I'm going to dovetail cut the ends, leaving it again a little longer just for design purposes. And you can hang it however you want. I'm going to add one of these sawtooth hooks to the back because it's real wood and it just works so well. How gorgeous is this? It's so different but so beautiful. Who would think it's a gift box? I wouldn't, but what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to take those leftover pieces of the gift box from the previous project, and we're going to start cutting pieces that are about 1.5 inches by about 7 inches, give or take. I'm going to make 4 of these, but friends, this was such a fail. You have to see how I messed this craft up. All right, so we're going to cut them into what will look like little tags, but really they're going to be bookmarks. Here's where things go wrong, okay? I added this tacky glue, but I added way too much, and I did not thin it out. Yes, you'll see what happens. Anyways, we're making 4, so I'm just going to glue them to this glittery paper from, I think it's from Dollar Tree. And we're just going to remove the excess, leaving just a little bit on the edge to give it that nice Christmas red color. And then we're going to place them on this sheet. This is for my laminator sheet. And then we are going to place it. Now, this is where things go wrong. That glue started oozing out on the sides, my friends, because the heat and really flattening out and pressured from the laminator made that glue ooze out. You see that? Friends, I was like, what am I going to do? Because it's not going to dry. The glue will not dry because it is absolutely sealed in there with the laminator. I try to push it through again to see if I can hope for a miracle. Nope. The glue was so bad. I had to really literally just throw away 3 of them. I try to salvage them by pushing the glue. Anyways, you'll see it here. So I'm just going to cut off the excess laminating sheet. This is the one that we're going to try to keep. It is looking better. I placed it through the laminator again. You can still see it, but hey, I'm going to round off the edges so that they're not pointy and scratchy. And then we're going to poke a hole. So the other 3 we threw away, they were just too much glue showing. This one looked a little better, but you can still see it. All right, we're going to place some red ribbon through the little hole, and then we're just going to tie it just like that, just to have ribbon. And then we're going to make a cute little tiny bow. This is optional. You don't have to have this. And then we're going to hot glue it to the top. Now, if this would have worked, this would have been perfect addition to all your Christmas gifts. You could have given a cute little bookmark as an addition. You can use it as a Christmas tag, and then they can keep as a bookmark. I think it's so cute. I'm so sorry that it was such a mess, but this is how we learn, and I hope you enjoyed it. But what do you think of this one? Let me know down in the comments. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. Thank you, Laundry Sauce, for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget, check out their link in the description box to take advantage of that percentage off. Have a blessed day. Bye.